unpaid gigs, which I guess are NSA, and then how many do you do?
Phasing them out. So some years I've done 20. This year I did 4. So let's say that I speak 4 times a year for NSA.
So that's so it's about 10 to 15%.
Wow, never thought about that. But yeah, that's right.
Okay. How do you prepare for your keynote? Interviews, online research?
I spend a lot of time with the one who hired me, asking questions. So interview style of the one who hired me, and oftentimes a couple audience members, but not every time. Depends on the group.
Okay. What do you ensure so your talk is not a one-night stand? Or you're a one-night stand gal?
I'm a pretty one-night stand gal. I like encores. 75% of my business is encore, and that comes from, how would I describe this? I plant the idea of a return in minds of the audience and in the meeting planner.
Oh, so something that I'll just mention to you. So I was speaking with another $1 million speaker, and what was very interesting from this speaker was that they never plant the idea of the follow-on. It's totally this person has like a table in the back of the room where it's all set up with, for referrals. Do you want to give me a referral? It's all, but in his talk, he never does he, go to Kiwi Live or free today, one day only. It was just very interesting. It was a different take on that whole follow-on concept. Okay, let me move on. So if you would start a speaking business today, what would you do?
In terms of what? Narrow me down a little bit.
Well, the next question narrows you down, but I wanted to start broad, but I can go right into the more specifics if you're interested. So,
well, if I was going to start the speaking business today, I would get niched and unique as quickly as possible.
But you're not niched.
I know. But then you asked me what would I do if I was starting a business today.
That's funny. Okay.
If I was starting my business, it'd be the queen of secret shopping. I would own that space.
Okay.
So that if I was starting over again, I should have listened to the advice of get niched and know everything there is about that niche. I just didn't want to.
So would you stay in an industry?
If you want to make more money, I just get bored too easily.
Okay.
If I would have stayed in ophthalmology and optometry, I'd be in the $1 Million Club.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm so sick of talking about eyes. So I get personally stimulated by being exposed to the widget company when I didn't even know widgets existed. That's how I stay stimulated in this industry. So if I was Roxanne Emmerich and I've been talking to banks about finances for 25 years, I'd be bored out of my mind, and this job wouldn't bring me joy. But if I wanted to be in the $1 Million Club, I'd niche and I'd go industry deep. I'd go vertical.
Okay. All right. So if you would, again, now we're going. So if you would start your speaking business today, how would you select your topic?
It'd be the topic that I have earned the right to speak about. So I would have stayed in eyes.
How would you perfect your delivery?
I'd continue to craft better stories. Grab them. I would go with the story avenue. Be memorable up on the platform.
Okay. How would you? But what happens if you're talking to a high level technical group on a matter that's like life and death? You still tell stories? I mean, yesterday I was giving a talk to a hospital. This is a personal thing. And there were, it's like the chief nursing officer, chief operations officer, whatever. And my talk is just dry, about the innovations revolutionizing healthcare.
Right.
Any advice on that?
Yeah, I'd be telling stories to break it up. So, I mean, no matter how dire a topic is, the speakers that keep you engaged are the ones who are keeping your attention through stories. There may not be humor. It might not be funny stories. It might be poignant stories. I don't know. But if it's all fact and dry data, you and I've talked about this, you're an academic. You're a PhD that's boring the hell out of us.
Okay, that the last comment wasn't necessary, but fine.
It's true. It's true. Look in the mirror. You know
Okay,
it.
okay, that was unnecessary. Okay, all right. So
Truth, you're getting truth. That's the way it is.
if you were starting your business today, how would you identify your ideal audience?
Well, it would be the audience that is willing to pay for what I'm offering. So if I had stayed in the niche industry, I would be looking for high-level top performers in the optometric world. That would be my core client. So the answer is I would look for the people who have money and desire to listen to what I'm selling in that industry.
Okay. If you were starting your business today, how would you market your business?
Totally website and demo video. Everything's video now. And I would spend a lot of money and a lot of effort getting the very best video footage I could.
Okay. How would you shorten your journey to having a successful and sustainable speaking business?
Oh, I got a good answer for that. I would quit getting distracted. So, I mean, I have, every year there's 2 or 3 ideas that jazz me because I'm creative, and I'll get totally off track developing something that at the long run is not going to serve my client or my income. So my answer is I would stay focused.
How do you know? So how do you know if it's a distraction or if it's a focus?
I know after the fact that, well, that didn't make any sense. What am I doing over here? So in fact, I'm in the middle of doing that. That's my takeaway for this year. I'll just briefly tell you about this, is that when do you have to hang up? Because I don't want to be taking up your time with the quick
It's
story.
perfect. We can still go another 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so here's the short version. So I'm going on a long trip, and I have a work colleague with me, and we are talking about all the stuff we have to do. And all of a sudden I shared with her one of these brand new ideas I have. And I have not yet finished my Guest Encounters online platform. It's like 10% left to go, and I just don't seem to be putting the focus to get it done. And there's big paychecks and big good stuff happening once I get it done. And she knows all about this in great detail. And all of a sudden I start talking about something else, totally unrelated to this, that was going to be taking a bunch of my time. Here's the thing. She says to me, you know what you remind me of? It is like your Tiger Woods, and you have spent your entire life getting ready for the Masters. And now it's time to tee it up and hit it down the fairway as Tiger. But instead, you know what you're saying? You're turning to me and saying, you know what would be really cool? Instead of me playing golf, I'd like to have a hot dog cart. And I'll drive around in the gallery, and I will sell people hot dogs. And there'll be 4 kinds of mustard. It'll be so cool. People will love the mustard. And I'll decorate my cart. And she goes in this whole imitation of me, getting all excited about these hot dog carts. And she goes, and what you should be doing is getting rid of the hot dog carts and putting your head down, keeping your eye on the ball, and stay in the fairway.
But you're going to be bored with that.
Huh?
But you're going to be bored with that.
But the point is, we then spent the next 2 hours writing down all my hot dog carts, and I had 8 of them. I had 8 carts. So instead of being on the fairway and finishing the project I started 4 years ago and making money from it, I am already thinking about the hot dog cart. And my favorite part of the story, and I just gave you the short version of it because of our timing, but the funny part of it is while she's telling me this, in my head, I start going, you know, why don't golf courses have a hot dog cart like that? Why don't they have a hot dog cart in the galleries at the Masters? I am actually literally thinking about what would it take to own a hot dog cart out in the gallery, literally. And I'm like, oh my God, Laurie, get a grip. And so what I'm realizing, and so then I changed, and I got rid of all my hot dog carts, and I only stayed focused on the things I just got done telling you. And what you said is true. I have found in the last 2 months, I'm bored with my job. I'm sitting here going, do I want to do this for another 10 years? What else is out there that I'm already bored? And I'm realizing in the last couple weeks I'm bored because I'm not getting jazzed about the hot dog cart. So I drove for 4 hours yesterday. I would have been thinking the whole time on my drive about my hot dog cart projects.
Because it's a good idea.
Right?
The hot dog carts are a good idea.
Yeah. But they're a distraction to my lane. So all of that said, what would I do differently? If you want to make money and be successful, I think it's important you get in your lane and you focus in your lane and figure out how not to be bored. For Laurie personally, it's hard for me to do that because I love being out in the gallery with the hot dog carts.
But maybe it's you gotta stay in your lane for a bit. You don't have to stay in your lane forever.
Right.
But you gotta stay in your lane for a while.
Or at least finish your shot.
Yeah. Okay,
Finish
good.
Guest Encounters and was making money on it, then go on to the next golf cart or the next hot dog cart.
Okay.
Instead, it's half done with 4 years of investment,
Right.
and I'm not making money from it. So anyway, enough of that.
Okay, good. Okay, so two last questions. One's easy, one's hard.
Okay.
So the easy one. So what was the role that NSA played in your success?
Huge role. I mean, I don't think I'd be a speaker today without them. I mean, they shaved my learning curve by years. The amount of income that I get or leads that I get from my NSA connections, I don't think I'd be in business without them.
And so other than, so specific things, you're one of the first people, actually, who talks about referrals from your NSA peers.
Right.
But other than leads, what else specifically has NSA done?
Anytime that I have had a question, and now keep in mind, I think I'm probably one of the more well-connected people in NSA.
Yeah.
I'm a who do you know who person.
Yep.
So if you said to me, hey, who should I talk to about social media? Bam, here's 3 names. And I don't think everybody's in that boat, right?
Right.
So I will say that I think that that's to my advantage. I know a lot of people from having done all these chapters. I've done 25 of our 30 chapters.
Okay.
And so what it gives to me is I'm a who do you know who gal. I can connect people, and I can go find answers to just about any question that I have. So it has done that for me, and it is also, I like hanging around smart people. And so if you go to a meeting and you're having dinner with people, they start sharing their ideas, and it stimulates my thinking, and it gives me new ideas. So like my whole division, Guest Encounters division, came as a great idea at a CSP summit. I wouldn't even have that whole division of my company if I hadn't gone to the summit.
Okay.
So that's what it did for me.
Okay. Last question.
Okay.
So what is the formula for reaching, and then I'll share with you my formula, what is the formula for reaching 100,000 in speaking?
First thing is, you got to know how to sell. People who do not know how to sell their stuff are going to have trouble. So, no, let me back up one step. You have to have a message somebody wants to pay to hear. So if you're talking about love and marriage, you're going to have trouble making it to 100,000. So you got to have a topic people want to pay to hear. You have to know how to sell your stuff to get in front of those audiences. And you got to be good on the platform. Or consulting or coaching or however you're making your money, you better be good at it. You better be providing the results or meeting the objectives.
Okay, all right, good. All right, so I'll give you the 100,000 formula. This one is a little bigger, but anyway, just stop at any time it doesn't make sense, okay? You first, it's like a Brian Walters with pictures. So first you build on your experience, plus you add passion, an area that you're passionate, plus your delivery on the platform. Then you expand with some research in an area that is important to the customer where they will pay. You charge whatever you can pay. You don't get lazy. You take your fellow NSA members for lunch to pick their brain. Know your, quote, happiness band so that you might not be willing to write those 150 handwritten letters. Know what you're willing to do, and that's associated with a certain income level. And if you do those things, you and your audience will be happy. Do you want to comment on that?
The only one I don't like is take your NSA buddy to lunch and pick their brain. That drives me insane.
Well, yeah, I don't mean pick their brain, but it's...
I know, no, that's my only... If I was reading this in some format, that would be the only one. Now, like, building relationships, so it's a two-way, then I'm all for that. But the people who just keep calling people to get what they can get really bugs me. But other than that, I agree. Okay,
so it's really... I heard this from a speaker. It's called Ask with Honor and Give with Honor.
I love that.
And that's actually what... Okay, but that's good. All right. Thank you very much. Now, Brian has agreed to transcribe these interviews. Would you like a copy of this, or you're good?
No, I don't need a copy of it.
Perfect.
So they're going to transcribe it to do what?
So that I can use it in the report. I'm the only one who gets it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It means he's going to pay to have it transcribed for you, and then you're the only one who has the data.
Exactly.
Well, actually, there's nothing that I said on here that would bother me to have released. I mean,
well, it's not going to be released. I'll just give you the process.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to finish the report in December. Then I'll send it to Brian. Make sure it is. I'll take his changes, and then I'll send it to you and the other interviewees. If that's okay, then I guess Brian will make it available to whoever it is he's going to make it available to.
Did you already put your submission in for convention?
I did. I wrote it up. Yes.
I'm going to send a note to Jill and Corey saying, hey, because they're going to do this, I think, next week or the week after. She's flying to Atlanta, and they're going through the stuff one by one. So I will send the thing when they get to your proposal to give it 2 glances.
Perfect. That's great. I'm hoping that if I get accepted, that would be really. Actually, I'm hoping that if I get accepted, you'll come in the audience and watch and cheer me on.
Hopefully I can do that. I would love to do that.
All right, great.
You send me a handwritten note, and I'll be there.
I will definitely send you a handwritten note.
All right, take care. Let me know if you think of something else you want.
Yeah, love you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.